Happy Saturday, guys. The most important trait that a human being can possess, which will lead to any type of a success or achievement, is mental toughness. It is not necessarily the motivation or the motivational videos, or this is not necessarily how hard one is willing to work, but perhaps more importantly, the mental toughness. And so what does it mean in practicality? So, suppose that you are on a fight, like you are participating on a competition, let's say like this is like a boxing fight, right? And so, due to my best knowledge, you would have like 15 rounds if this is like the professional league, but whatever. Suppose that we have like 15 rounds for the sake of the experiment. And you can win the game by pretty much knocking out your opponent, but you can also definitely not lose the game if you are able to always come back and always stand your ground. So for example, think about Rocky against Apollo. It's like the guy was like knocked out and everyone thought that the guy will not be able to get back. And the guy got back. And so this is the idea regarding to every type of a project that we are pursuing. So the time between us thinking that, hey man, I can't bear with this thing again, I'm feeling burnt out, until the point when I'm, okay, like, let's get back into this. And so I do remember back then when I was, like a uni student, I was like, man, like, I was studying for like 2-3 hours and I was like, man, like, I need a break. Like, like, I have to like go for like 2-3 hours walking, my head is like just so full. And so nowadays, I still have the same thing. It's like, many times I have like cars which like completely destroy my whole reality, with guys who are like making a lot of fucking money and have like a completely different mindset. This is pretty much destroying my reality, right? And after that, what I'm doing is I'm always just going out there for like a refreshing run, and I'm just able to get back to that state like in maximum 1 hour. And so I do know that whatever happens to me, whatever type of a huge tragedy happens to me, I'm not losing my ground, and I'm just simply able to get back to the ring as soon as humanly possible. And I'm talking about minutes, like of course I have to cool down, but like minutes, I'm back. And so if you're able to just like be, resilient with pretty much everything in life, then we'll win, because every type of a big win will eventually come with time. And so if you're long enough in the game, then you will not be able to lose the game. Like you will somehow win the game. And so think about like huge wealth. Like all these guys have been built, great wealth, over time, like decades, right? So, I mean, you might not be able to become like a billionaire, but who the hell knows? Like if you're in your 20s, who the fuck knows? What can you become until you're 60 or 70 or 80 or who hell knows? And so the idea is, this is perhaps the greatest skill, because this also allowed me to not quit from running, not quit from my business, being able to build my business, not quit from my relationships, and so on and so forth. And guys, hands down, this is perhaps the most important trait that we are all supposed to be working on. And the best exercise to eventually grow this trait or strengthen this trait is to work out, exercise, like push our limits mentally, with food, with nutrition, with working out, and so forth. So yes, guys, happy Saturday.